Hi, 皆さん、こんにちは, and welcome to Level 2. And this is the Unit 1 first lesson. And today we're going to be learning about the potential forms of verbs and also frequency expressions. So what is potential verbs? Is that basically this is the can-do statements like I can speak English or I can't play guitar, things like that. So things that you can do or cannot do. In Japanese, in order to express this idea of being able to do something, you need to learn the new conjugation of verbs, which we call potential forms. So here's a few examples of potential forms. So 使う, to use, turns to 使える. This is to be able to use. 寝る becomes 寝られる. Can sleep. する turns to できる. Can do. この店はクレジットカードが使えます。So, 使える is in the potential form. You can use credit card here. 昨日の夜はよく寝られませんでした。I couldn't sleep. That's in the past tense. 今、電話できますか? So, 電話する turns to できる。電話できますか? So we're going to be learning these potential forms and express like things that you can do, cannot do. So this is the rule for making the potential forms of verbs. So basically different rules for different categories of verbs. So do verbs, you need to only replace the do with the られる. So 食べる will turn to 食べられる, can eat. For u verbs, we would replace the final u sound with the corresponding e and then adding u. So amu, for example, to knit. So amu is ending with the u sound, mu, mu. So you would turn it into me. So mu turns to me, meru. Or au, it's ending in u, so turn it into e, eru. Or kaku, that's ku sound at the end. So ku turns to ke, kakeru, can write. Finally, for irregular verbs, again, this is the irregular, so you will have to memorize how they change. So the entire words change. Suru turns to dekiru, kuru turns to korareru. Yeah, so can do and can come. Conjugation-wise, once you have made the potential forms, the potential verbs, you can treat all of them as do verb. So if you take kakeru, you can write, for example. The short forms will be kakeru and kakenai. Long forms, kakemasu, kakemasen. So once you have the potential forms, they're all do verbs. Finally, there's a particle change as well. When you use potential forms in a sentence, the object particle o can be changed into ga. So if you think of tsukau, you normally use o, something o tsukau, but in a potential sentence, o can be changed into ga. So クレジットカードが使えます instead of クレジットカードを使えます. It's not compulsory. You can keep o. It's not wrong, but in some cases, some speakers might use ga instead of o in the potential form sentence. Second topic of this lesson is going to be the frequency expression. So how often or how many times you do certain things in a certain period of time. For this, you use this pattern of period, ni, frequency. So the order will be reversed in English though, frequency in period. So 1ヶ月に1回ボランティアをします。So 1ヶ月に1回、1ヶ月 is a period. So in a month, 1回, one time. So one time a month. I volunteer. I do volunteer work. 1週間に3回走っています。So that will be 3 times in a week. So the period, the duration comes first, and then how many times, how often you do it. That comes after ni. So period, ni, frequency. Make sure you don't get the order wrong. Period comes first, and then frequency.